Congress is creating a problem. Congress is not creating a solution. And now they want to create a problem so that BJP gets reduced, so that they come to power. That's a natural ploy. Apart from that, Congress, which ruled India for 78, 70 years like that, what did they give ultimately? There is no development of Karnataka. Now Congress should institute a some type of thing. Who is going to be the chief ministerial face? Instead of doing politics, they are coming into the economics of it. My understanding is Karge is only a puppet, and the remote controlled, three madams or three Gandhis are remote controlling Karge, and it's an insult to the Karnatakas. That is
okay.
What I
that's
feel
a political part.
as,
I'll give Mr. Sardana the final word. Mr. Sardana, the results to such promises, like I said, you can call it Revidi, you can call it welfareism. The results to it is mixed bag. Aam Aadmi Party with free power and free Bijli won in Delhi. They also won in Punjab. Himachal Pradesh, Congress promised 2,000 rupees in old pension scheme. They won there. So, if it is electorally working, particularly in state elections, then you can't blame political parties for it, because political parties will do what it takes to win elections.
I'm not blaming political party. It is the fault of the voters of India. They do not realize that not a single political party or a political leader pays a single penny from their pocket. It is the taxpayers' money, it is your and my money, which is rooted in the name of political bribery through manifestos.
Okay.
So, voter of India has to wake up and ask the direct question, tell us what is the source of funding which you are promising. Are you going to borrow more from the bank, or you are going to tax us more?
Okay,
After
we'll leave it at that. I'm completely out of
state,
time. Sorry about that. Completely out of time. Thank you very much to all our guests. We'll see how the battle for Karnataka primes up. It's just gotten started. It's going to be a fascinating election contest this summer. With that, it's a wrap. Maria Shakil joining you with News Epicenter.
Hello everyone, you're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakil. The BJP kicked off its national executive meeting in the national capital amidst a sea of saffron. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived at the NDMC Convention Centre after a mega road show from Patel Chowk with hundreds of BJP workers and supporters lining both sides of the road. The big power players of the saffron camp attended the high-level meeting as the BJP primes its agenda for the 2023 Assembly elections and the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The BJP has its eyes on 9 Assembly elections in 2023, that is this year: Karnataka, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura, Nagaland, making the point that it aims to win all of them ahead of the grand battle in 2024. Under Narendra Modi, the party is leveraging its political brands of Vikas, Vishwas and Atmanirbharta to deliver another Lok Sabha sweep. Meanwhile, the Congress claims the BJP is rattled by the huge success of Bharat Jodo Yatra of Rahul Gandhi, calling the Prime Minister's show of strength, in fact, today a joke. But the political decks are stacked in the BJP's favor, which commands the biggest political footprint in the country at present, expanding its presence with direct challenges to regional satraps in states like West Bengal, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. Any third front project has only been talked about and never gone beyond a plan on paper. In fact, it has been a repeated pitch of BRS chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao. His party has invited Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann and the Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav for a meeting in Khammam on Wednesday. Such is the situation in the opposition camp that once again a party that commands just 12 MPs in Parliament, a fraction of the BJP's power, makes such a pitch for 2024. Meanwhile, the Congress party's presence continues to shrink. The jury is still out on what will be the impact of Bharat Jodo Yatra of Rahul Gandhi in the poll-bound states. But many opposition players like the TMC and the Aam Aadmi Party are now eating at the Congress base in various states, pitching themselves as the real challengers to the BJP, having managed to defeat the BJP, be it in the state of half state of Delhi or the state of Bengal. Given the divisions and fragmentation in the opposition camp, are there no hurdles whatsoever before another saffron sweep in 2024?
किया कि कमर कसकर लग जाए, हमें एक भी चुनाव नहीं हारना है।
भारत जोड़ो यात्रा का असर है उन पर। हम लोग यहाँ 122 दिन से कन्याकुमारी से रोज 23-24 किलोमीटर चल रहे हैं और आज कुछ 2-3 घंटे के लिए एक छोटा सा रोड शो प्रधानमंत्री ने निकाला है, ये दिखाने के लिए कि वो अभी भी लोकप्रिय हैं। उनके लिए तो ये रोड शो इवेंट मैनेजमेंट है।
So, is 2024 almost a done deal for the BJP? Let me take that question to the panelists who are joining me now. Anila Singh, representing the Congress. Shashi Panja, Cabinet Minister, Government of West Bengal. Dolly Sharma, representing the Congress. Professor Madhav Nalapat is a senior journalist. He's joining me. Rashid Kidwai, author and senior journalist. I'm going to begin with Dolly Sharma. Dolly Sharma, Mayawati says she will contest elections alone. TMC is not joining your Bharat Jodo Yatra. Your party has made it clear that it will not do business with the Aam Aadmi Party. Where is the index of opposition unity? Can they really take on brand Narendra Modi?
See, the only problem with the BJP is the brand Modi. Why? Because when it comes to opposition, there are leaders in the several states wherein BJP is not ruling. And when it comes to BJP, there is only one face. This is the biggest failure.
No. You are saying that the problem is brand Narendra Modi.
Yatra, of course, it is the problem. Problem is because BJP has no other leader except Modi. This is the biggest failure.
And you have who?
And most importantly, we are doing Bharat Jodo Yatra to unite people of India. And again, as in Rahul Gandhi ji said, putting on the questions ki opposition ka kya hoga, iska kya hoga, unity kahan hai opposition mein. This is not the question. The biggest question today is the unemployment, rising unemployment. The biggest problem of this nation is the mehengai.
Yes.
And
okay.
what
Dolly, every election and political party fights an election to win an election. And the issue that you place before the people of the country or people of a particular state, if they endorse that issue, then they ensure that you win. If in election after election you have raised issues, be it Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and still you have not managed to win, then my understanding is that this is all philosophical. Great philosophical points that are being made.
We won Himachal Pradesh on these issues only. We won Himachal Pradesh.
Old pension scheme.
We won Himachal Pradesh.
You promised old pension scheme, ma'am.
The main issue, mehengai. The other issue, unemployment. The biggest issue. We won Himachal Pradesh on these issues only, madam.
Okay. Okay, because the point, Anila.
The Muslim will not run for long.
Okay, the point, Anila, being made by Dolly is also this, that brand Narendra Modi is perhaps the only brand that you have. The biggest brand, of course, but this is a brand, you have put all eggs in one basket, and that is Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
My Ram Ram to everyone. Yes, indeed, there is no doubts about it that Narendra Modi ji he is our biggest face. And if they want to call him as a brand, yes, we are very proud of that brand. We have that type of brand. Does any other political party in our country has that type of brand? Of course not. And this brand is so popular internationally as well. And if we talk about Congress party, do they have any face which can challenge Narendra Modi ji in today's date in Lok Sabha elections? Of course not. If we talk about Rahul Gandhi ji, Rahul Gandhi ji's lackluster leadership is being denied by Congress itself. And it is very well known fact that if you talk about center leadership coming into part in center, that way goes through Lucknow, means Uttar Pradesh. And what happened in Uttar Pradesh? Khadera ho gaye. Rahul Gandhi ji, he got such a bad defeat in UP.
Okay, Dolly, a quick response and then I bring in Shashi Panja.
I did not say Rahul Gandhi, but Anila ji, herself is saying Rahul Gandhi. So this is the quickest answer and the real answer. In front of you, BJP Pravakta is only answering. What do I say?
Okay. Shashi Panja.
All the time.
Shashi Panja. Here is Rahul Gandhi who's on Bharat Jodo Yatra. Here is.
This is the biggest, win-win situation of this Bharat Jodo Yatra.
No. Dolly ji, let me tell you, Bharatiya Janata Party, बिल्कुल हम तो सड़क गली कूचे हर जगह जाते हैं. और एक बार नहीं 10 बार हम बताते हैं.
सिर्फ देश के अनिला जी, सिर्फ देश के 1% उद्योगपतियों को देश का 40% पैसा दे देते हो.
नॉट बोर्न विद सिल्वर स्पून इन हिज माउथ और वो गली कूचे कहीं पे भी जाने में बिल्कुल नहीं शर्माते हैं. Perhaps your leader, he is a dynacrat. Your political party, अंग्रेजों की party, believes in dynacracy, doesn't believe in democracy. But Bharatiya Janata Party believes in democracy, and indeed we have a leader. We have a leader.
1% लोगों को 40% पैसा अपने देश का दे दिया.
People of our country.
मध्यम वर्ग को मार दिया अनिला जी.
आपके पास
किसानों की आय दुगनी होनी थी अनिला जी.
कहाँ आ गई? भर के वोट दिया. 22 में आपने यूपी इलेक्शन का देख लिया. Did you see the results of Uttar Pradesh in 22? Then the farmers vote for Bharatiya Janata Party. Your party was voted out.
क्या डिलीवर कर रहे हैं आप? आपने कहा था मिडिल क्लास को राहत देंगे. आटे दाल चावल
no women. They voted for you.
Okay, let me bring in Shashi Panja. Is opposition going to unite under the umbrella of Congress party? If that is not happening, then who will be that glue?
Mom, I will tell you one thing, Maria ji, that just yesterday, the Nobel laureate, Professor Amartya Sen, mentioned something about Mamata Banerjee.
Yes.
And he did mention, because after all, she's also a 7-time MP, a 3-time chief minister, a 4 times union minister. But nevertheless, he mentioned that she had that prime ministerial material. It is just his opinion, which should be regarded. Now, having said that, this is very true that Mamata Banerjee said, I'm going to be the squirrel in the garden. And what we are aiming
if
Amartya
Sen says that Mamata Banerjee is the prime ministerial material, does the party also believe that she is the prime ministerial material?
Now, Maria ji, let me complete. You would have got that we believe that there should be strategic alliances in every state, because you need to respect the mandate that that party in that region gets and obtains from the people. So much as that you have to BJP, defeated prime.
Okay, we'll try and fix that line with
yes,
Shashi
there was
Panja.
defeat in Himachal Pradesh, in Delhi, in Punjab. So there should be strategic alliances in every state and every.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to fix that line with you because there seems to be some problem with it. Professor Nalapat, is 2024 then a done deal, or will you say that there is a match here? But one side is a winning team or dominant one. Or will you say that there is no match?
No election in India can you say it's a done deal. Frankly, a lot of people thought 2019 was going to be iffy for the BJP. And then you had Balakot and the huge benefit that the BJP got by Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party saying that he would be the in a sense, almost implying that he would be the opposition candidate for the prime ministership. And frankly, I think these were two situations that help the BJP. Having said that, I want to say that in my view, elections are now becoming presidential in India. People do not believe that parties can solve problems. They believe leaders can solve problems.
Individuals, yes.
So even in a state government, even in a state election, voters want to know who's the guy who's going to head the state. And this is increasingly the case. In the national election, there's definitely a presidential contest. And of course, Prime Minister Modi is the advantage there. And there are advantages also because of 2 or 3 other factors. One, a lot of the voters have memories of the incumbency of some of the present major opposition parties. Now, they don't believe the BJP is not doing a perfect job, but the question is, would they do a better job? And in their memory, they don't really think so. And the second point I'd like to say is that, Gujarat, for example, you had a state election. There was a huge amount of voting for BJP for Prime Minister Modi.
Yes, it was the Modi voter.
Yes, because they said that this is important to him for 2024 and we want our man, because they had memories of his performance. So I'd like to remind everybody that is the brand is as valuable as the performance. If the performance is seen to be inferior to somebody else, the brand will also go down.
So it is about that politics of performance. Yes, the politics of performance that the BJP has put center stage. Rashid, there are a number of psephologists who actually believe that it is now about a margin of victory. Whether the BJP crosses 300 on its own, just as they did in 2019, or whether it will be slightly less, crossing that magic number of 272. Which side of the view do you have? I mean, where do you stand here?
Well, Mari, I think I would want to remind them of 2004 when India was shining and Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was a very towering personality. Some of his commentators had written that Vajpayee versus a question mark, and a question mark won. So I think in India, if you look at the history, every time there was a powerful personality, it was always followed by, whenever the downfall came, it was followed by a coalition thing. And coalitions are formed from position of strength. I think the Kamzor Kadi, that weak link, is the Congress. The moment Congress starts getting 100 Lok Sabha seats or more, the BJP will automatically be in trouble, because as we know, there are over 200 seats where the Congress and the BJP are in direct contest.
But you have to have a plan for that.
Winning 80%, 90%
that Kamzor Kadi that you're talking about, which is the Congress at present in the opposition space, has to have a plan. Do they have a plan? Particularly 9 states that go to polls immediately. A number of these will see a direct contest. It's a bipolar contest between the BJP and the Congress.
Yes, Maria. So that is why I think Karnataka is very important, and that's why BJP is in a hurdle, and Congress will follow it in Raipur perhaps next month when the AICC session will be held. So I think Karnataka is very important. Madhya Pradesh is very important. Chhattisgarh is important. Tripura is very important, where there is a ideological confrontation between the left and the BJP. So, and Congress is an ally. So, I think these elections are very, very important. I think we are reading too much into Rahul Gandhi. I don't think Rahul Gandhi is a presidential candidate unless, as I said, Congress starts winning 100 Lok Sabha seats.
Okay. Shashi Panja, so if Rahul Gandhi is not the prime ministerial candidate, according to Rashid, and the Congress party is not pitching him as the prime ministerial candidate either right now, he is the face of Bharat Jodo. He is the face of trying to bring together various political parties. But what about the opposition space? That here is Mamata Banerjee, who says that she knows how to bell the cat. She has the formula. She has, defeated the BJP only recently. We'll try and connect with Shashi Panja. The question then, Dolly, here is that here is someone who is not seen as a man in contest. Rahul Gandhi himself says, I'm not in contest of any, I do not want to be the Congress president. That's why there were Congress presidential elections, and he is not in any contest here. Then my question is the Congress party then ready to play the role of the big brother in ensuring that there is an umbrella of opposition parties, bringing together all opposition parties, and then projecting a face to take on brand Narendra Modi?
See, today also Congress is the biggest opposition. And saying this, there is no one other than Narendra Modi is no point, because when Atal Bihari ji used to be there, people used to feel that aur koi aage kabhi hoga hi nahi, but kahin na kahin se koi aur aaya. So in politics, you cannot say this. Anyone can come anytime. And today, as in public is facing a lot of trouble when it comes to unemployment, mehengai, everything. The issues that today country is facing are wide and large. So you cannot say that he's the only one. And after that is what this is what I'm saying, that after Modi, what? They don't have anyone.
But 2024 then is a done deal, right? I mean, here is Prime Minister Narendra Modi winning his home state of Gujarat consecutively for the party.
And also losing Himachal. He said, please vote on my face. In Himachal, Pradhan Mantri ji went and said, मेरे चेहरे को वोट दो, मेरे चेहरे को वोट दो, किसी को मत देखो. हिमाचल की जनता ने सरे से निकाल दी. तो ऐसे बहुत सारे स्टेट्स हैं जहाँ बीजेपी रूलिंग नहीं है. So वहाँ पर बीजेपी को नकार दिया गया. Understand that factor as well.
Himachal Pradesh, they won by 0.9% vote.
But nobody said, Modi ji clearly said, vote on my face. And people of Himachal Pradesh have totally and in whole rejected Narendra Modi ji.
They have started old pension scheme, but we know it very well. If we talk about Himachal, a major share of the revenue is going to go into OPS. So we are going to watch that how you are going to run your state. Today only they have hiked the prices of the fuel. They have hiked the price of fuel in Himachal Pradesh. So this is what they are going to do. So people of Himachal, they are going to realize that this is a fake fraud party, a party which is full of scams and ma'am, why are you talking over me? I didn't talk over you.
So if the opposition doesn't have a plan here, if the opposition, Professor Nalapad, doesn't have a plan here, tomorrow BRS will be holding a meeting, BRS chief KCR will be holding a meeting in Hyderabad. Here is Mamata Banerjee, who's after winning Bengal, she said that she has a formula. None of the parties could come together. Here is the Congress party saying that they will not be doing business with the Aam Aadmi party, not be speaking to Mr. Owaisi. They are wary of a Mamata Banerjee. There is enough indication that they are wary of Mr. KCR. Mr. KCR is wary of, so it's a khichdi in the opposition space. But in this khichdi, the question is who will be able to put that ghee that is very important to bring that entire khichdi together. And there is no leader who is appearing to be playing that role. Do you think that is the problem of opposition, or are you of the opinion that just as it has happened in the past, it's always a post-poll number? That post-poll game changes only depending on what an individual or a political party wins in the state. So, सबसे पहले अपना चुनाव लड़िए, उसके बाद फिर आकर के तय करेंगे कि कौन बनेगा प्रधानमंत्री. Professor Nalapad.
Yeah, look, I would like to say, Maria, a very simple point. One is that that there could be a decoupling of the national from the state. And personally, in my personal view, this complete concentration on every single election, whether it is at the municipal level or the panchayat level or the state level. I mean, personally, I do believe the national leadership in the BJP needs to concentrate on national governance a lot more. Having said that, Rashid very correctly mentioned Karnataka, and it would seem on balance that the advantage is with the Congress, in the sense that Congress may become the single largest party, but not a majority party. Now, the problem facing the Congress is there are two people who are the leaders in the Congress. The leader who is unpopular with an essential coalition partner, the JDS, for reasons of community, will basically be a stronger leader, and the weaker leader from the point of view of election will be the leader who's acceptable to the JDS. So this is where having a coalition constrains your choices. The BJP doesn't have that kind of a situation.
But would you not agree that as far as coalition or running a coalition is concerned, the Congress perhaps is better placed than the BJP?
Look, I'd like to say very clearly that it's become much weaker. I remember in the UPA period, UPA 2, the Congress acted as though it was the sole ruling party and took all the top portfolios for itself. A party behaves very differently when it is weak and when it is strong. So the point is, two things are there for the BJP. One, the reality that Narendra Modi is the most acceptable leader in the country. Two, that the people have not lost belief that he is the best leader to basically steer them in a better future. And the third point is that the opposition is not able to put up any kind of a credible alternative. And also, the problem is they have so many contradictions among each
So,
other. For example,
Rashid, talking about, yes, these inherent contradictions are apparent and on the surface, Rashid. Then would you say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is perhaps the front runner for a hat-trick in 2024?
Yes, Maria, you can say that Mr. Modi is a favorite, but his strength is his weakness. I mean, this looks a paradoxical situation, but if at all BJP falls short by 50 seats or more, I see a big trouble, because then everyone will come along. And you know, the Indian politicians, particularly from Bihar and elsewhere, they are very crafty at it. Which is say, there is a song, no, कि तू मेरे पैरों में घुंघरू बांध दे, फिर मेरी चाल देख ले.
नहीं, but Rashid, वो शायद old world politicians, and most of them have almost vanished from the horizon. It is the second generation which has taken over.
No. I think, Maria, I mean, we are mistaken. They all are there. Political instincts are always right. You see, the kind of right and left, they also come together. As we saw in 1989, I can give you numerous examples. So it happens. The Janata Party was formed, you know, within 3 months. Everybody was in jail. 7 political parties fought on one election symbol. So incredible things happen in Indian politics. Okay. It's not about past.
Okay, so it is about incredible things that can happen. Anila Singh, you know, you have been losing allies. That is also a fact. The Congress party, on the other hand, may not be winning allies, but they, you know, they are seen as on the weak footing anyways. So that imagery may not be the imagery of glue.
Imagery, you see that imagery of, you know, MVA in Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena, Congress, NCP, they all came together.
Anila, that point of the Shiv Sena and others coming together, and you also have the example of Bihar, where Nitish Kumar was with the BJP for the longest time and has joined an alliance and is now part of the Congress RJD alliance.
See, my dear, not for a second I'm going to hesitate and say that if we talk about Narendra Modi ji or about his leadership, he is the most popular and most powerful Prime Minister post India's independence. There is absolutely no doubts about it. And if we talk about Arvind Kejriwal, Mamata Banerjee, M.K. Stalin, Mayawati ji, Nitish Kumar ji, Tejasvi, YSR, you know, all these, Naveen Patnaik ji, Sharad Pawar, I mean, all these political parties, do you think that they are going to come together? They are going to form UPA? Because Rahul Gandhi ji in very clear words has said कि आप लोग रीजनल पार्टीज हैं, आप लोग अपने अपने स्टेट में काम करिए और हम जो है मेन काम करेंगे, हम सेंटर में रहेंगे. When such statement comes from Rahul Gandhi's mouth, do you think that these political parties, they are going to come together?
Dolly, then
of course not.
Then you know, the kind of support or absence of it, I would also say, because there are a number of leaders who refuse to join Bharat Jodo Yatra. That's an indication that they are not ready to play ball, that they are not going to play second fiddle to the Congress of the present times. That is the Congress of Rahul Gandhi.
Ma'am, in Uttar Pradesh, when Bharat Jodo Yatra entered, this RLD Karyakartas and Samajwadi Karyakartas were very much a part of Bharat Jodo Yatra.
But
and the letters that Akhilesh Yadav has written is seen. Yes, Samajwadi Party was there, madam.
No,
I was a part of Bharat Jodo Yatra, Uttar Pradesh. No. Samajwadi Party.
Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati were not part of it. And here is Mamata Banerjee saying that she will also not join the Bharat Jodo.
She was not a part of Bharat Jodo Yatra, so she has no idea. But I was very much a part of Bharat Jodo Yatra in Uttar Pradesh. And I've seen myself.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Anila Singh, Shashi Panja, Dolly Sharma, Professor Nalapat and Rashid Kidwai. Shifting focus to debate 2, ahead of the battle for Karnataka, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra hit the campaign trail in Bengaluru with the Na Naiki or I Am a Leader rally. In an exclusive manifesto for women, Priyanka Gandhi announced the Griha Lakshmi scheme, under which the Congress promises to give 2,000 rupees per month to the female heads of the households in the state if the party comes to power. The party says it will benefit over 1.5 crore women in the state. The Congress had earlier declared it will also deliver 200 units of free electricity to every household. The BJP, which has taken a stand against Revdi politics, has called the Congress party's policy impractical, saying it will ruin the state's finances. The BJP also released a video alleging that locals in Bengaluru were in fact paid 2,000 rupees each to attend Priyanka Gandhi's rally. Meanwhile, Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai hit out at Priyanka Gandhi, saying that while she is declaring herself as a Nike, the women of Karnataka are not ready to make her a leader. Now, last year, Priyanka Gandhi launched a similar campaign in battleground Uttar Pradesh with the slogan "Ladki Hoon, Lad Sakti Hoon," announcing a 40% reservation for women in ticket distribution. The policy failed as the Congress won just 2 in the 400-member assembly. The question remains, will this pitch now work in Karnataka?
Each head of a family who is a woman will get 2,000 rupees per month. That means 24,000 rupees will be directly sent to your account in a year.
ನನಗೇನು ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಬರಲಿ, ಅವರು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮದೇನು ತಕರಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಗಲಿ. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಟೈಟಲ್ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದೆ, ನಾನು ನಾಯಕಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ನಾಯಕಿ.
And let me take all these questions straight to KPCC President DK Shiv Kumar, who's joining me live. Mr. DK Shiv Kumar, really appreciate your time, sir. Today, the Congress announced 2,000 per month for the women head of the family in Karnataka, and this is coming just days after you had made another promise of 200 units of power for every month for every household. Freebies have largely been the poll manifesto or poll style of the Aam Aadmi Party. So will the Congress accept that it is almost taking a leaf out of the Aam Aadmi Party's electoral playbook? And also, is this really fiscally prudent?
No, we did not take any leaf from any political party or anything. Congress party has its own history of helping the poor. I think always we have stood by the poor on all occasions. Starting from the day of our independence till today, we have given lot of amendments has been made, constitution amendments has been made to help the people. Now, you have after this demonetization and a lot of this GST issue, the price rise has gone very big. Every day pickpocket is taking place with a common man. With all the prices have been risen. And the Honorable Prime Minister has assured that all the income of every family will be doubled. No one's either the employee or employer or anyone, including the farmer, none of their income has been doubled. So we thought that we have to help. Any government is there, we have to help the people. So we decided, I was a power minister, I know what can be changed. When I was the power minister, it was a power deficient. We were only 10,000 megawatt was there. When I left the office, it was 20,000 megawatt we used to come, and we had excess power. I know how we can save power and how we can help the people. That is how this about 1,500 rupees will be the power cost for everyone whoever desires to have that free power. So we have decided and we have announced, number one, that is the first guarantee. The second guarantee today by my leader Srimati Priyanka Gandhi ji, she has come and announced. We had a discussion. We know the economics of the state. We know the financial position of Karnataka. It is not like BJP taking about 3 lakh crore loan and all. We know how to handle the situation. We are very confident. We have looked at it. So we made an announcement. Looking at our announcement, thinking of today, already BJP was shattered and they have given a lot of advertisement connected to the same type of help they are going to do. All these days they were in power. They could have helped the people, either in COVID times or any other time. No common man has been helped. You know, Nirmala Sitaram had announced that she is helping 20 lakh crore to the people through various institutions.
Sir,
but nothing has reached a common man.
Okay, sir, tell me.
We are
Priyanka Gandhi
speaking
Vadra,
on a common man's agenda.
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra says that this is universal basic income. And women, of course, will be the beneficiaries. But, women also know perhaps that this will only make them more dependent. How is this really empowerment for women?
See, you have to help, when people are in crisis. Is it not a basic duty of any government to help a common man? You know, at the time of COVID, what we said, none of the business were working. They did not get a proper support from the government, like whichever the national and international other governments various across the world got. We did not help them properly. Prime Minister said within 21 days he is going to see that this COVID has been eradicated. We promised them whatever the hospital bills, we will pay them. Whoever lost their lives, money was not been paid to them. So this type of careless administration was being seen in this country. And you know, for the vaccination only, how people suffered, what all happened. I don't want to go to detail, but today, as on today, every common man is suffering due to the big price rise.
Okay.
We want to see that the problem of a common man has to be sorted out. That is why we are taking this call.
The BJP today has alleged that women were paid to 2,000 rupees, in fact, to attend Priyanka Gandhi's Nike event. And they have also released a video, and I'm going to ask my producer to play that video, that a man was seen to be paying a woman. How will you defend it?
It is impossible. We don't want, we never wanted anyone to pay money and bring back. Some photographs, I think some BJP leaders might have done this mischief and they might have done. We are least bothered about it. If you want, I can release so many thousands of videos of all the BJP's program. It is a Nike. She is a leader by herself. This is what we wanted to communicate to every single woman of this state and the country, to bring them more self-sufficient, vibrant, and she is a leader by herself in the family or outside.
But Chief Minister Mr. Bommai has mocked your event, and he has said that Priyanka Gandhi is in fact accepting that she is not Nike, not a leader.
We don't want any comment. We thank at least he has looked at our leaf. Let he tell anything. See, she's a daughter of a leader who sacrificed the Prime Minister post for 10 years. This is what the Chief Minister has to think about. She would have become the Prime Minister when Manmohan Singh became the Prime Minister, and she was been offered by Abdul Kalam to take over as a Prime Minister. She is a daughter of the such a leader's daughter she is. Whether she is a leader or not, the country will decide. It is not my Chief Minister. My Chief Minister has not been elected on a public's mandate. He has not been elected on a public mandate. When he has been elected on a public mandate, we will know about it. Let us see.
But
just 60 days ahead is there. Whether he will be elected or not, the people of Karnataka will decide.
But Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, you know, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra in the state of Uttar Pradesh had made some announcements, 40% reservation for women in ticket distribution. The question is, what is making you think that what failed in the state of Uttar Pradesh will make the 1.5 crore women of Karnataka agree to your proposal and they will look at the Congress party favorably?
See, the South India has lot of confidence with the Gandhi family, number one. Number two, we believe whatever we speak in the Siddaramaiah government or the Congress party, whatever we spoke, we have delivered. Whatever promises we have made earlier in our manifesto, we have delivered. In earlier also, now also, in future also. That is what. But BJP, they had promised about 600 promises, they could not do. 550, they have failed. 90%. We are asking them every day that what you are going to do, but still they are not replying to any one of us.
My last question to you. The Congress party had vociferously opposed the Revudi culture in Punjab when the Aam Aadmi party announced the freebies like electricity, and we saw what really happened. The Congress lost power. Are you not endorsing the very culture that you had opposed? In fact, propagating it, believing in it, and proposing it to the people?
See, we have to help the people. No, why politicians are there? Why governments are there? We are there only to help the people of who are in the needy. We are not there to help the people who have been stomach has been full. We have to help them. We are in public life. We have a social obligation. We have to help the people. That is why we have taken this call. Why do the people? They also should know that for what they stand. It is not only before, see, why did they announce that 15 lakh rupees will be given, bringing the black money? How they marketed it? Did not the Prime Minister announce various other schemes? In Karnataka, they are in their manifesto, you look at the manifesto, they announced till 1 lakh, including the national banks, they are going to waive off the loans. Still they have not done. BJP never keeps up the promises. You look at the Congress promises. Whatever, see, you see in Himachal Pradesh, whatever the promises we had done, I think 2 major promises we have already taken a call on it. Including Rajasthan, we have taken a call, including our Chhattisgarh. Whatever we had assured them, we have done it. That is the stand of the Congress party. What we speak, we deliver. What we promise, we deliver. We stand by it.
All right. DK Shivkumar, really appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so much. Let me bring in my guests. Dr. Sudha Halkai is Karnataka BJP spokesperson. We have Nagaraju Yadav, Karnataka Congress spokesperson, and Dr. Ajay Dua is former Secretary, Ministry of Industry and Commerce. Dr. Ajay Dua, another state, another promise, another political party. If anything, this Rewari debate is only intensifying, and the parties in opposition are fairly convinced that this is the only way they can manage to defeat the BJP.
It does look like that, Maria, promising 36,000 crores expenditure on account of the promise made by Ms. Priyanka Gandhi, 24,000 multiplied by 1.5. And before that, or just a day earlier, 200 units of electricity free, even at 5.5 rupees a unit, which is the average price in Karnataka. It is another 1,100 minus 100 if they are to pay 1,000 rupees.
DK Shivkumar says that they have worked out the mathematics already.
Yes, it comes to over 50,000 crore rupees a year. Maria, I'm sure Mr. Shivkumar, that competent minister that he was or is hoping to be again a candidate for for chief ministership in the state, has done his maths. But the fact is, can the state government top up its budget by over 30% only to pay up for this amount? In a budget of 1.5 lakh crores, that's been the maximum budget of the state ever. Can they find out 50,000 crore rupees additional expenditure, and in a year where their transfer from the centers is not going to be very much higher, because we are not expecting a very high hike in GDP, etc., so that the states get much more. It will be the normal trend of 6 to 7%.
Okay.
So is the state government going to levy charges, impose the taxes which are within its realm, or are they going to be printing money?
Then in that case, Dr. Sudha Halkai, the question before the BJP here is, how do they respond to this 2,000 rupees and 200 units of free electricity? You know very well that old pension scheme was singularly responsible. One issue that made people of Himachal vote for the Congress party.
I'll tell you one thing. Thank you for giving this platform to explain everything to you. The first and foremost thing is the Congress government is very much thirsty for the power, and they're giving all false promises, and new slogans are being given day by day. And whatever this new thing is, Na Nari, this is absolutely baseless. Let me tell you, Priyanka Gandhi has been brought up with a golden spoon. Okay, she's not like any other woman like Kalpana Chawla or Sudha Murthy ma'am or somebody. Sudha Murthy ma'am, who was a chairperson of the Infosys Foundation, if today she comments something, every person of Karnataka will bow down to her. Not like Priyanka Gandhi. Priyanka Gandhi herself, she has come out on bail, on a family bail, and her husband has got so many corruption charges against him, taking land mining.
So you are saying that the people of Karnataka, the women of Karnataka will not believe this promise?
Yeah.
But
yeah, of course.
But we saw what happened in Himachal, ma'am. The people of Himachal Pradesh believed in the promise.
Uttar Pradesh, main ladki hu, main lad sakti hu. What happened? 260 constituencies where they lost their deposit over there. What do you say about that? How will please the
okay, Nagaraju Yadav,
value based.
Nagaraju Yadav, people of Karnataka will not believe it. They are not pliable. The women are very clear.
Please, 1.1 lakh 5,000 crores money loan was taken 51 years after independence. Okay, and only in Siddaramaia's government 2 lakh crore money was taken on loan. On what basis? And how do you think the people of Karnataka will believe this government false promises you tell me?
BJP spokesperson. Let me have my time.
Yes.
I listen to BJP spokesperson. Let me have my
And
time.
see, and please
entire
practice. BJP is the one who practices what they preach. Okay, unlike them,
Let me,
we don't give
let
false
me
promises.
Let me complete, madam. Have patience, please. This is a very serious debate. Now I have listened to both the people who spoke about Karnataka politics. First thing they should understand, the Congress government, which promised 165 promises in the 2013 election, we fulfilled the entire 165 promises, which is a challenge to the BJP today to debate publicly. One point is that. The second point, the other gentleman was talking about the Karnataka state budget is 1,50,000 crores. No, 2,65,000 is the Karnataka state budget. This time it's going to be 3 lakh crore rupees budget, and we know it very well. The last time when 2013 to 2018, what was the power production in Karnataka? We know about it. DK Shivakumar was the power minister, and today excess current is there available in Karnataka. Why should not it be given to the poor people of Karnataka? Nothing wrong with it. These people who are against poor only can talk like this. Today 2,000 rupees given, the responsibility of the BJP government. They should understand people who don't have money to buy their gases today. They don't have money to buy their food grains today. That is the reason we are trying to give it. The responsibility should be taken by the BJP for putting the people in such a tough position today. Whatever DK Shivakumar has promised all this time is completely correct in nature.
Mr. Nagaraju Yadav, the question is, you also promised in Himachal Pradesh, आपने एक वादा किया था. सुनिए, listen to me, sir. Listen to me, ma'am. In Himachal Pradesh, you had also promised that the price of diesel and petrol will be brought down. क्या हुआ उसका? जैसे ही आए आप लोगों ने उसका भी प्राइस बढ़ा दिया.
Hello?
You increased the price.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Nagaraju Yadav,
Hello?
don't tell me that you can't hear me now. That is kind of unfair.
No, please tell me.
Okay, so the question that I asked is that you were talking about Mengai and Badawa diesel and petrol.
Yeah.
And when your government came to power in Himachal, you increased the price of diesel petrol.
Let me tell you very, very clearly why the states are acting like this is only because there is no cooperation with the government of India today. Whatever GST is supposed to come to Karnataka state,
then in that case you would have calculated it. कि अगर आपको लगता है कि cooperative federalism promise नहीं हो रहा है, then why did you make that promise to the people of Himachal?
मेरा बात रखने के लिए मौका दे दीजिए. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? We are for the poor, not today. From the day of Indira Gandhi, from the day of Nehru's family, we have seen that we have stood by the people of Karnataka, people of India, for the poor people today. We don't make false promises. We know what the economics are. BJP is the people, false people. People believe
but then why did you make that
promise? What
promise?
do they know about the people's hunger? They only believe in Adanis, Ambanis, and such people. They don't believe poor people.
नागराजू यादव, आपने प्रॉमिस किया था, अगर आपको लग रहा था कि कोऑपरेटिव फेडरलिज्म प्रैक्टिस नहीं हो रहा है, that the central government is not giving GST, the central government is not living up to all the promises, then why did you increase the price of diesel and petrol? You should have, if you cannot decrease it, then why increase? Who made that promise?
No. I will tell you why this problem is because they don't give us proper funds for state of Karnataka, which is Congress government.
Dr. Sudha, Dr. Sudha, respond.
Bound to do this because they are not giving proper funds to the government
Dr.
of India.
Sudha, respond.
They have to survive.
They were telling about the manifestos.
The idea is in Karnataka. When you come to Karnataka, I'll tell you.
Okay,
when
Dr.
you come
Sudha.
to Karnataka, what was when Manmohan Singh was there? What was the price of diesel that time? It was 50 rupees diesel today.
You are just talking about diesel and petrol.
Okay, Dr. Sudha, go ahead. Is the BJP worried about this promise that it can get traction among the women?
We need a leader like Modi ji. Then what else do you want to say? In the whole world, it is our government has given 2 lakh crores. Food has been given.
We need a leader like Indira Gandhi who believed in helping the poor.
See, the whole world knows. The whole world today is appreciating Mr. Modi ji.
You have made a promise for women. Let a woman on this panel speak,
Everybody knows.
You have made promises for women. Let them get the chance to speak also. She is also from the same state. Yes, go ahead.
He is an international leader today. And we know where our country stands in the GDP. Our country is the most safest among all the other countries. Take it Sri Lanka, take it Pakistan, take it Afghanistan or any other country. Everybody knows where our India is standing today. and take it regarding the manifesto. Okay,
No,
pandemic
I
was
don't
there
agree.
in,
I
not
don't
there in the
agree with the
manifesto,
BJP
but still
spokesperson. I'm
our
telling very
government
clearly
has
in
taken
Karnataka
utmost
state,
care
BJP
and to
government has
not only
borrowed
safeguarding
so
our
much of
country,
money. They made
citizens of
loans
our
so much
country,
of the
but
money
still
against the
to
people
the
of Karnataka.
throughout the world, vaccinations were given. Pandemic was not there in our manifestation. So many other calamities were not there in our manifestation. Yet our government has taken the utmost care. And today, you or me, whoever is sitting right in front of the national
Hello.
channels and debating, it is only because of the care which was taken by our government during the COVID, and we are all safe here. So there is no other question to be solved over here. First and foremost thing, and our Karnataka has given.
Okay, I have
Karnataka
just enough
government has
time for
given
Dr.
n
Ajay
number
Dua.
of schemes.
Dr. Ajay Dua, you know, one thing is becoming increasingly clear, and the question that I had asked you in the beginning of the show, that this is a formula that the opposition party seems to have got it right. Look at what happened in the state of Punjab. Then the promise of old pension scheme. You have Montek Singh Ahluwalia saying that it's not fiscally prudent. But if that is the formula that they have got to defeat the BJP, then they will be going ahead and using it repeatedly. The question is, should the people of the state believe that the promise will be kept?
This is exactly what, Maria, I was referring to when I said that the state doesn't have the fiscal capacity, the headroom to fund it. When I talked about a particular figure, 1.5 lakhs, it's the average of last 5 years' budget. I'm looking at the spending, not what you budget. At the end of the year, if you take out the average for the last 5 years' budget, it is around, that's the spend. That apart. The question is the belief of the state, of the electorate in a state. You know, everybody thinks that if it has worked, why wouldn't it work in Karnataka, where we were in power till a few years ago, and things are not absolutely clear. And some inspiration is being drawn from the fact that a similar situation was probably there when the Congress came into power in 2004.
Okay.
Till 2003, things were taken to be absolutely in favor of the BJP, but then the electorate tried it. So almost every trick of the trade
will be used.
Would be tried,
yes, it's about Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, as they say in politics. That is what is being used now. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Ajay Dua. Always a pleasure to have you on my shows, Nagaraju Yadav and Dr. Sudha Alkai. We are slipping into a short break. Coming up next, it has been 2 years since the beginning of India's historic vaccine drive against the COVID pandemic that has saved millions of lives across the country and the world, becoming a global inoculation model. Coming up is an exclusive chat with Ashish Chandorkar. He is the author of Braving a Viral Storm, India's COVID-19 vaccine story. Do wait and watch that conversation.
Put posters saying that the Prime Minister is giving you free food, 5 kgs per people. So it's shameful. The second issue is, why doesn't the Prime Minister speak and Mr. Amit Shah speak against why ask Mr. Rahul Gandhi? If you have so much of guts, ask Prime Minister to speak against the minister in Bihar. So don't keep preaching to other people. First ask your leaders to speak against them and see what will happen in Bihar. The third issue, which is most important, is, look, Zaka, you know, if you and everybody on the panel, look at it that the Prime Minister and the leaders of this government, posters all over the place. If you go to any developed country, Vishwaguru 2047 and kind of statement my colleague makes. Interesting. Is it a Vishwaguru to put posters of your Prime Minister everybody, or is it like Uzbekistan or Uzbekistan or Azerbaijan and all these countries, you know, which have dictatorship and all? This is the only one of these South Asian countries where you continue to see you want to be Vishwaguru, but you do all things which go against a Vishwaguru. Third issue, if we are Vishwaguru, then why is it in 2023 a scheduled caste boy gets beaten up in Uttar Kashi for entering a temple and none of these BJP leaders speak about it? What is this Vishwaguru?
No,
we're
diverging from the topic at hand, which is that 2024, the electoral battle for 2024. Have the lines been drawn today with the roadshow and then, of course, the Bharat Jodo that's been there for the last 100+ days now? I want to ask, let me ask Smita Prakash, you know, one thing that opposition leaders, as well as some in the BJP, may privately admit, that Bharat Jodo seems to have changed Mr. Rahul Gandhi's image somewhat. He's not derisively sort of joked about, he's not looked at as someone who is clueless or out of depth. He seems to have, quote unquote, come of age in this yatra. Do you reckon that that is a possibility, or that is something that you're seeing on the ground? And how may that translate or not necessarily translate into electoral success? Because like I said, the BJP just won Gujarat big, they won Uttar Pradesh, they won 4 out of 5 states in the assembly elections. And in 2023, where you have 9 states going to polls, it's primarily Congress versus BJP.
Yeah, Zaka, I think there will be one section of the opposition which will continue to mock Rahul Gandhi for being a non-serious politician. But they also have to now, I think, recalibrate their way of, mocking him, because he has made the effort. He has got out of that comfort zone that he was in. He has undertaken this yatra. Now, if this is the 10th, 15th, 20th time that he's going to be repositioned and put forward before the electorate, that's for the Congress to do. But one thing is certain, that if there was a sense of status within the party, Rahul Gandhi has managed to shake them out of that. Okay. He was not expected to do it, because he is the reason why there was a status in the party, because there was no president, there was no vice president, he was going on vacation, he was not really a serious person. Priyanka Gandhi was there, not there, nobody knew what was going on. But with this Bharat Jodo, at least within the Congress ranks, there seems to be a sense of purpose, and better late than never. If they are the ones who are going to be taking on the BJP in over 200 seats across the country as the principal opposition there, then I think it's about time that they got their act together. That having been said, today's roadshow, which you began by talking about what the Prime Minister was doing, if the Congress is to say that the Prime Minister is trying to replicate what Rahul Gandhi is doing, no. Because this is something that the BJP has always done, which is roadshows, right? From the days of Advani to Murli Manohar Joshi to everybody, the party knows how to do this, how to do yatras and roadshows, and the nature of interaction that a Prime Minister has. He cannot go among the people because of security reasons, whoever the Prime Minister is. So hence, roadshows become a necessity for the Prime Minister to do this. They have lost Himachal. They're not going to take that easy. You listed out this whole, the number of elections that they have won, but they will also concentrate on the reason for the losses. So there'll be a whole lot of this Chintan Manthan that they do.
This is the journey of India's COVID-19 vaccination, 2 years of it. And one of the chroniclers of this journey is Ashish. His new book, Braving a Viral Storm, India's COVID-19 Vaccine Story, is in the bookstores. So go and see what it took for India to get the first vaccine. Remember, the Prime Minister had taken the first jab on 16th of January 2021. Ashish, should I call you a fly on the wall, a chronicler, or what made you write this book?
Thank you, Maria, for inviting me on your show. This book is essentially a celebration of India's achievements. It's a celebration of India's tenacity to have overcome, or at least combat very hard, a pandemic which was a global problem, and against several odds, because given where we are in our economic and socio-economic journey, a lot of analysts or experts did not give India a chance to really achieve what we have achieved so far. I did speak, Sudhir and I, Sudhir, who's my co-author, and we spoke to several individuals who participated in this program, in the vaccination program. So we got a lot of first-hand inputs on what really went on in the journey. So yes, you can call us a chronicler, not necessarily like involved directly, but got a lot of information from the people who were involved.
Okay, when the WHO, Ashish, said that the world is in an uncharted territory, of course, nobody knew what will be the medicine to cure this, or what will be the vaccination that can prevent us from having COVID-19. But overall, what followed was that because of the sheer population that India has, several scientists, doctors presented a very nihilistic picture of the country. They were coming up with graphs and models predicting that India's number of fatalities would be perhaps the highest among all the countries. Why do you think the West saw India with those glasses when the entire COVID-19 journey began?
It appears that a lot of commentary which happens on India internationally is from a tinted lens. There are preconceived notions of how the country should or would conduct itself. I think there's a lot of underestimation of India's state capacity, India's national resolve, and the ability of the society to come together when there's a crisis.
Here was the Prime Minister who visits Hyderabad and Pune one day when he visited all the vaccine manufacturers. Then he holds constant meeting with these vaccine manufacturers on VCs, trying to understand what is the progress. Do you think that engagement or monitoring, which drew criticism from his political opponents, was the need of the hour?
PM had already kind of initiated the process of this Atmanirbharta before he actually spoke about the concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat, like 3 days before that, it had already kicked off. Also, the pandemic process, because see, the political leadership is very critical because you are dealing with a crisis which has got no playbook. Everyone is making their best efforts to solve it, but कोई guarantee नहीं है कि आपको इसमें कुछ solution निकलेगा या नहीं निकलेगा. तो आपको एक, you need to have a backstop, you need to have a some kind of a you need to be comfortable that यदि कुछ delay होता है तो you need to go back to the government and ask for help, right? So this process really needed a lot of leadership and kind of executive sponsorship, which is what the PM provided.
You want to be Vishwaguru, but you do all things which go against a Vishwaguru. Third issue, if we are Vishwaguru, then why is it in 2023 a scheduled caste boy gets beaten up in Uttar Kashi for entering a temple and none of these BJP leaders speak about it? What is this Vishwaguru?
No,
when
we are diverging from the topic at hand,
we are not diverging.
Which is that 2024, the electoral battle for 2024. Have the lines been drawn today with the roadshow and then, of course, the Bharat Jodo that's been there for the last 100+ days now? I want to ask, let me ask Smita Prakash, you know, one thing that opposition leaders, as well as some in the BJP, may privately admit that Bharat Jodo seems to have changed Mr. Rahul Gandhi's image somewhat. He's not derisively sort of joked about. He's not looked at as someone who is clueless or out of depth. He seems to have, quote unquote, come of age in this yatra. Do you reckon that is a possibility, or that is something that you're seeing on the ground? And how may that translate or not necessarily translate into electoral success? Because like I said, the BJP just won Gujarat big, they won Uttar Pradesh, they won 4 out of 5 states in the assembly elections. And in 2023, where you have 9 states going to polls, it's primarily Congress versus BJP.
Yeah, Zaka, I think there will be one section of the opposition which will continue to mock Rahul Gandhi for being a non-serious politician. But they also have to now, I think, recalibrate their way of, mocking him, because he has made the effort. He has got out of that comfort zone that he was in. He has undertaken this yatra. Now, if this is the 10th, 15th, 20th time that he is going to be repositioned and put forward before the electorate, that's for the Congress to do. But one thing is certain, that if there was a sense of status within the party, Rahul Gandhi has managed to shake them out of that. Okay. He was not expected to do it because he is the reason why there was a status in the party, because there was no president, there was no vice president, he was going on vacation, he was not really a serious person. Priyanka Gandhi was there, not there, nobody knew what was going on. But with this Bharat Jodo, at least within the Congress ranks, there seems to be a sense of purpose, and better late than never. If they are the ones who are going to be taking on the BJP in over 200 seats across the country as the principal opposition there, then I think it's about time that they got their act together. That having been said, today's roadshow, which you began by talking about what the Prime Minister was doing by if the Congress is to say that the Prime Minister is trying to replicate what Rahul Gandhi is doing, no. Because this is something that the BJP has always done, which is roadshows, right? From the days of Advani to Murli Manohar Joshi to everybody, the party knows how to do this, how to do yatras and roadshows, and the nature of interaction that a prime minister has, he cannot go among the people because of security reasons, whoever the prime minister is. So hence, roadshows become a necessity for the prime minister to do this. They have lost Himachal. They're not going to take that easy. You listed out this whole, the number of elections that they have won, but they will also concentrate on the reason for the losses. So there'll be a whole lot of this Chintan Manthan that they do to find out the reason.
Insina, you heard what Jairam Ramesh said, that the Prime Minister's roadshow was in response to the humongous response that Rahul Gandhi is getting during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Are you nervous that 2024, and we're 15 months away, may not be as much of a easy cakewalk as 2019 and 2014 were?
Good evening, Zaka. Zaka, Rahul Gandhi's yatra is a yatra without a cause. So he, Bharat Jodo is...
Hello and welcome to the late night edition with me, Ayushman Singh Jamal. Breaking news coming in at the top of the bulletin from Kerala when it comes to tackling the COVID pandemic. The Kerala government has made wearing of mask compulsory in public places. The guidelines were issued as the state fears a rise in COVID cases. That's the piece of breaking news that's coming in. I'm joined by my colleague Neetu on the phone line. Neetu, give us the details. Why has the Kerala government issued this mask mandate in public? What are the fears that are surrounding this entire scare surrounding a resurgence of COVID?
Now, what the government order says is that wearing of mask has been made compulsory in all public places while traveling, in public transportation, and also in auditoriums where functions are being held. So everywhere where public is gathering, you have to wear masks, and also all institutions, be it shops, everywhere you have to keep sanitizers and public and distancing should also be followed. So these are the norms according to the new guidelines, and it says that it is to manage the COVID situation. So that is what the government order says. It doesn't mention anything about whether there is an increase in the cases. It has been issued like a general guidelines. The government order comes in, but since for some time there has been the restrictions were not that strict, and so suddenly when the government is issuing this order, there is concern among the people, but the government in this order says that this is the precautionary measures that we need to follow in this situation.
Right. And Neetu, at the same time, are there fears that because of air travel there could be a rise in COVID cases? Is the government focusing on that?
No, there is no mention of that. These are the general guidelines that has been issued by the government, which talks about masking, use of sanitization, and keeping sanitization in all sanitizers in all public places, be it theaters, be it shops, be it restaurants, everywhere. It was a common usage for quite some time, but then people have stopped using it and wearing masks as they have earlier done. So this is now again an order that has been come in. As far as the cases go, there are no reports. The government has not issued any reports of cases increasing, but they say that the situation everyone needs to. There is no need to panic at the moment, but we need to go with caution, and that is why these guidelines have been issued again now.
Right. So no need to panic, but this is a precautionary step. Thank you, Neetu, for getting us this piece of breaking news on the order given by the Kerala government. More breaking news coming in connection to the Twitter files. Now, the latest installment of the Twitter files is now out. The latest edition claims that pharmaceutical titans, the top pharmaceutical companies, lobbied social media to shape content around vaccine policy. Now, according to the report, the push included direct pressure from Pfizer partner BioNTech to censor activists demanding low-cost generic vaccines for low-income countries. That's the piece of breaking news coming in, which shows once again what Elon Musk has been saying for many months now, where he has made the pitch that he will reveal how Twitter was running before he took over the company. And he says that there was a lot of powers who were influencing the flow of information on the social media platform. I'm joined by my colleague Abhishek, who's getting us this piece of breaking news. So Abhishek, the Twitter files essentially laying out that if any powerful entity wanted to manage the information on the social media platform, they could after significant lobbying.
Of course, Ashman, and it looks like initially we have seen how lobbyists managed to influence this social media platform for their political gains, for government formation. Now it looks like big pharma companies who had billions of dollars of interest in the wake of COVID pandemic and the innovations that were being expected from them, a quick innovation so that a medical treatment for this COVID illness could be reached out. They tried to lobby around this whole concept of high-priced vaccine that they had developed over the years, and they tried to push down the demand for low-cost generic vaccine development or sharing of IP or intellectual property rights of vaccine across the world. We have also discussed how during the time of COVID pandemic, many countries developed vaccines, but all the vaccines which served only to stop the spread of pandemic came at a various different prices, from 5,000 to 2,000 to 800 rupees, if we talk about in Indian terms. So, but initially it was talked by various governments and international community that a vaccine should serve the humanity at large and it should not be a profiteering business. But at the end of it, we didn't see anything of such sort coming, and we saw how pharma companies did manage to go with their own innovation without sharing those intellectual property with other companies, and they did manage to have their own price tag at their vaccines. And now it seems that all the political discourse or all the business discourse around vaccination and having it equitable access of vaccines around the globe were actually suppressed by these lobbyists, and Twitter did respond and did follow their request to not let those sentiments grow widespread on the social media platform, to have a low price, equitable access to all the vaccines that were being developed at the same time around the world.
Right, and they made billions, and at the same time they created a vacuum when it came to access to life-saving vaccines. And at the end of the day, it was India which eventually came to the rescue of low-income countries and gave them access to life-saving COVID vaccines. Thank you, Abhishek, for getting us that piece of breaking news. So the Twitter Files continues to make more and more revelations over how the social media giant operated before Elon Musk took it over. Getting some more breaking news. This is from the BJP camp, ladies and gentlemen. Now, latest from the BJP National Executive Meeting, sources say Prime Minister Modi praised the work of the BJP Telangana chief Bandi Sanjay for his efforts and dedication in the state. The Prime Minister also praised the Bengal BJP unit for their continuous hard work, even after losing the elections in the state. I'm joined by my colleague Arun Datta, who's been tracking all the developments at the National Executive Meeting, which completed its first day of deliberations, putting together that roadmap for not just the state elections in 2023, but also the grand contest in 2024. So Arun, those words of encouragement coming in from the Prime Minister for the Telangana unit as well as the BJP unit, where the BJP aims to expand its reach, those key states of Telangana and West Bengal. Even though Mamata Banerjee won the state of West Bengal for the third time, the BJP expanded its presence from 3 to 75 seats, and now the BJP aiming to kind of deepen its presence in Telangana with the elections around the corner in 2023.